I'm Josh Wolf. I am co-owner and coach of Endurance Management Group. There are many things that go into preparing for a triathlon. One of the most important things, however, is preparing for the transition area. So that's what we're going to talk about today, exactly what goes into the equipment setup, how you set yourself up in transition will directly affect your race throughout the day. So the first aspect in setting up a transition area is you're going to have a bag with all of your transition stuff inside of it. Whenever you find your bike during a race, usually your bike on some of the bigger races, such as an Ironman race, will be already set up from the night before. If that is not the case, you simply find your bike based upon the numbers assigned by the race directors. So you find your bike, and then you take your transition bag, and you're just going to dump it right here on the ground, so everything's out in front of you. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this transition bag real quick. I've got a light in here that I can put on my head so I can see what's going on in case it's dark. I've got another light that I can put on my bike in case it's really dark. I've got a small mini pump. I also usually bring a big pump as well, but this is just in case. I have something I'm going to put on my bike later on. This is going to be for flats. I've got my nutrition and a variety of other things that we're going to go through. So the first step in doing all of this is going to put a towel down right in front of your bike area. Now pay attention to what all the other bikes are doing as well, so you don't overlap with other bikes, but put the towel right here. That way whenever you come out of the swim, you can wipe your feet off and get all the sand and yuck out of the swim area. So go and put that towel down. Now you're going to take your running shoes, and we're going to go ahead and place these as far back as you can. So the reason you want to do this is because whenever we set the bike up, we're going to want the bike shoes, if you do not put them in your clips, to be right in front of those. So otherwise, you might come to the transition area and you're going to have to fumble around with things. And that's what we're trying to mitigate, is the fumbling. So put your bike shoes, your run shoes right here, and that way your feet can slip right into them. If you wear a hat, go and place it upside down on top of your shoes. And your race number, if you don't have to use it on race day, go and put that upside down as well, right to the back of my shoes. The reason I do this, I can grab my hat whenever I get to race day, grab my hat, put it on, slip my shoes on, grab my race number, and start running. So that's what you should do for the run. Some people like to put water down here too. If you'd like some more water during the race day, you can grab that, but usually it's on transition. So after you set the run stuff up, go ahead and set the bike things up. With the bike shoes, if you don't put them on your clips like mine are demonstrated here, go ahead and put them either right in front of the shoes, or right in front of your run shoes, or right to the side of them. What you want to do here is make sure that the laces are undone in both cases, so either way you can get into the bike shoes quickly. The next thing you want to do is, if you are clipped in, make sure that your front foot, the one that you are going to lead with whenever you jump on the bike, is set where you want it to be. You don't want to fumble around with these whenever you're on the transition area too. So what you want to do here is, some guys will take a rubber band, and I have some rubber bands here in my bag. And they will take one of these rubber bands, and they're going to hook it through the back loop, like so. Usually you want a bigger rubber band. Hook it through the little back loop like so. And then you can put this on a variety of other things. You can put it on your cage if you'd like to, which I'm just going to do right there. And that way whenever you step on the foot, the rubber band will break. And you can step away. So that's the way that looks. Some guys like to use that. If you don't do that, that's fine. The next thing that we're going to take a look at is the helmet. I always put the helmet right here on top of the handlebars with my glasses inside. So that way I can just put my glasses on like this, put my helmet on quickly, strap it, grab the bike, and you're off. So practice that in transition area whenever you set up, and that will cause you to have a super fast transition. Last thing that you want to do is go ahead and put all of your water, your goo, and everything else on your bike. So for simplicity, I just left some of my bike stuff in here. So we're going to go ahead and put our goo inside my little bento box, and then the bike is completely set up for race day. Some other things to keep in mind: sometimes you want to put Vaseline inside your shoes. What you want to do is decrease the amount of friction that you have, either by increasing the amount of lubrication or decreasing the amount of lubrication. I always like to put Vaseline in there. After this case, you just grab your goggles, go off to the swim start, and you're ready to go. So stay tuned with us. We will go over exactly how to do transitions at a later time. Thank you.